This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
I'm faster than you. I run you down. I'm inside of it. Just let me breathe a little bit, but that's not the way it works here in the Truck Series, Phil.
No, contact right there. They get into each other, and as they slide sideways, the field tries to get around. A lot of smoke. Everybody down on the apron of the racetrack, and it looks as though Skinner's going to be able to keep going. Rudeman's still pointed the wrong direction.
Sometimes that's how it happens in the Truck Series here. See him on the inside as they enter down in turn number 3. You see Rudeman gets a little bit loose early on. Now he's going to have to chase that truck up the hill, and his right rear corner makes contact with Skinner, turns him around. The disadvantage for Skinner, he's already on the outside of the racetrack, has less room. He makes contact with the outside wall.
Making the pass on Donnie Leah, remember back at Mansfield.
Well,
Donnie Leah made the pass on David Starr, used a little bumper to do it.
They had some issues there on the front straightaway here at Loudon. Not quite close.
Oh, problem.
Yeah.
Donnie Leah gets turned around. David Starr right there. Well,
they didn't have it worked out on the front straightaway, Rick. There was some stuff going on there. It didn't look sanitary.
Unfortunate for Donnie Leah in this ride for the first time, Randy Moss Motorsports.
And you can see Starr down on the inside comes up, but Donnie says, I'm in there. Starr said, okay, sorry about that. And what happens when they get to turn 1? Does David get loose?
He gets loose, has to chase it up the hill. It didn't look like it was really out of shape, but you could tell it was loose. It wiggled. He had to chase it up the hill, and there the 81 was. Something we've seen happen so many times, and there it is right there.
Travis Quapple's thinking, I want some of this Ron Hornaday action I've heard so much about. I got the lead. I dare you, Ron. Come get you some of this.
Well, he's about to find out. Green flag in the air. Travis Quapple just in front of Ron Hornaday, Eric Darnell, and Rick Crawford. Oh, difficult for Travis Quapple. Oh, right in front of him, it's spinning. The 17 gets turned around. Travis Quapple has to check up. Ron Hornaday goes by. TJ Bell also moving by as the caution comes out. Race leader, I mean, he had to slow down because of 17.
He's not your race leader.
The caution didn't come out until a few seconds after this spin, so.
But there's loops that they have to go past.
I think they looped it on past it, though.
Yeah, I mean, caution's not out yet, Rick. So
Bush looking to break into the top 5. He's running 7th right now, Adam.
And for the longest time, he was stuck in the 13th position, as far back as 25th at one time in this race. But as you mentioned, Rick, he's on the move. He was saying on the radio, I can't get around the 88. He's running the same line as I am. Well, as you can see, he's around him now through turns 1 and 2, trying to make a move and gain more positions and get a top 5.
Oh, problems in turn 1 and 2, and it's David Rudeman once again into the wall now in that number 9.
David Starr was down on the inside of Rudeman, just drove in there and lost control of his truck and hit Rudeman and knocked him into the outside wall. A whole lot like we saw with Skinner and Rudeman earlier, where the truck on the bottom got loose. But this was this might get your nerves a little bit if you're Rudeman, because it was just the first time he had seen David Starr. They got to turn 1, he just drove in there and hit him.
Then remember David Starr and Donnie Leah. Same thing down in turn number 1. David Starr got loose on the inside. Donnie Leah paid the price.
Look at the damage to the back of that race truck.
Not a real good look at it. David Starr just was able to get some momentum off 4 and got on the inside of Rudeman and lost his truck.
Yeah, we've got an onboard camera with David Rudeman.
Is that 4 wide?
Looks like 4 wide to me.
4 wide.
I love 4 wide here at Loudon.
4 wide. Oh, we got problems. Brendan Gaughan gets turned around, and right behind him, the Conway Freight gets turned around. Around goes the 88 of Matt Craftsman as well.
What an incredible turn of events right here for some of these guys. Matt Craftsman, 3rd place in points. Gets turned around, does get it back going. There's Colin Brown, our rookie leader. A lot of damage to the front of that Conway Ford.
Let's see if this 4 on the front straightaway is what led to this crash.
See Todd go by there, the 15 of Jason White. See Brennan, he got a little bit loose on the inside of Kyle Busch.
That started it.
That started, and then looked like the 6 of Colin Brown was spinning right behind that.
Yep. Jack Sprague got into the back of the 88. That's what got Matt Craftsman turned around.
Leads our Rookie of the Year point standings right now.
Paul Poulter in the 40 has problems, and we've also had the 10 now of Brendan Gaughan, who has got turned around and made contact, and that brings out our first caution of the day.
Brendan's able to drive off, Phil, but the caution flies.
You know, Mikey, a lot of guys in the garage area said it would be a while before the racetrack would really come in after that modified.
Ready, I don't know what, but watch, early in the race,
We're looking for the 40 of Paul. He looks like he's right by himself. He's right behind the 21 of Kevin Wood.
Maybe he was trying to get under Kevin Wood. That truck hit pretty hard, but he was able to drive away. But that's only the first or second. Open up that bottom lane for Sprague, and these two are together on 4.
Oh, bumping and banging again. 7 laps to go here at Loudon.
Yeah, Kyle, TJ Bell right there was not happy with Jack Sprague. Using him up off down the front straightaway.
Oh, spin right in front of him. Todd Bodine gets into the wall. That will bring out another caution, the 9th of the day here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It is heating up.
And that will give Johnny Benson an opportunity to try to do something with Ron Hornaday on a restart.
Wow.
Todd Bodine back up through the gears.
This is tense. We had 2.
See David Starr down on the inside. That's the 3rd truck that David Starr has been on the inside of and made contact with that left rear, and it puts Todd Bodine into the outside wall.
Man.
A lot of damage to that Lumber Liquidators Toyota.
The order, a little over 2 miles remain here at New Hampshire.
These guys are desperate right now, Phil. They want every spot they can get. Ron Hornaday's looking in his mirror, smiling, saying, I'm yarding these guys. Smooth sailing in the front. You're running back 10th or 12th. Boy, it's a mess.
Ron Hornaday, a half a second over Johnny Benson. Hornaday looking to make it back-to-back wins. He won a week ago. Now gets the white flag. He's under a mile away from another victory.
What a nice cap to a very long week for Ron Hornaday this week, if he can pull this thing off.
Johnny Benson hugging that yellow line, trying to hold on to second now as the top 3 make their way down the backstretch. Ron Hornaday looking to add to his series record of wins. He's got 37 coming into this. He's going to add to it today. Coming out of turn number 4, Ron Hornaday will see the checkered flag for the 38th time in his career.
Great job by Travis Quabble, finishing 3rd, his best finish of this season. Eric Darnell with another top 5, and Rick Crawford gets a top 5 at a place that he's won before.
David Starr, obviously staying in his truck, now climbing out. He's got some enemies on the racetrack right now, and they are going to fight it out. Not happy at all. These two teams mixing it up. The NASCAR officials are jumping in. The problem took place when David Starr moved all the way up and got right up next to the 30 of Todd Bodine on the pit road.
That started before the 30 moved up to the 11. They exchanged some words, and the 11 drove away from him, and then the 30 pulled away from the 11, and then the 11 came back at the 30 on pit road. NASCAR will not think much of this activity. This is after the race. Todd comes flying up to David Starr, gives him a little hit in the rear end, and he's gonna pull up beside him and tell him what he thought of that. Okay, they're on pit road, and so this is a little bit out of bounds. But here goes Todd. Todd just separates himself, but then the 11 decides he's gonna go get him some of it.
Todd gets out of his car or his truck.
Emotions run high down here, Adam.
And Mike Hillman Sr. and Mike Hillman Jr., 2 of the guys that are involved, and they're back at it again. They had slowed it down. The NASCAR officials had calmed everyone down. David Starr climbed from his truck, and now there are 4 or 5 guys from Germain Racing going after David Starr. One of them climbing up on Todd Bodine's truck. And things starting to simmer once again. A NASCAR official has got a hold of Mike Hillman Sr., Dennis Adcock, one of the lead officials for NASCAR, right in the middle of this. It had settled down after one of the guys from Germain Racing had pulled David Starr from his truck with him still having his helmet on. Then everybody calmed down. Mike Hillman Jr., the crew chief for Todd Bodine, came down, and Mike Hillman Sr., the general manager for Germain Racing, was down here as well. And once again, it would appear that NASCAR has got this under control. But we know what it's like on short tracks. Todd Bodine getting turned late in the race, and we see the result.
This is the incident that took place. That was David Starr getting into the back of the 30.
Now Todd Bodine is down here talking to David Starr, and this a much calmer situation than what we've seen from Todd's crew members.
Yeah, we're seeing the contact again from David Starr's onboard, Adam, and obviously, you know, the emotions run high there. There we see David Starr walking away, some of his guys escorting him.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
This has been a special presentation of ABC Sports, spanning the globe to bring you the biggest events in the wide world of sports.